Hi team, Coach Alexa here, Coach for Reading, South Oxfordshire and online. Today's video is likely to be the final one in my series on mindfulness. And when I kicked everything off with my very first video, I mentioned some definitions and I mentioned that meditation can be a form of mindfulness. In that sort of big Venn diagram, there's a little bit that is called meditation. So I wanted today just to touch a little bit on what meditation is. So meditation, I guess, is dedicated practice. It's like a training session for your run. This is a training session for your brain to gradually train it to have little moments where it's able to do not very much at all. So it can focus gently on just one thing. So it's a lot easier said than done. When I started meditating a few years back, I struggled to get more than about 1 or 2 seconds of my brain doing nothing or focusing on one, thing. And that felt very, very, very difficult. and now it's improved a bit, but I mean, it's not like I'm sat there for an hour, purely in that sort of lovely, relaxed, meditative mode. So what is meditation? Meditation is paying gentle, curious attention to something in usually in your body in a non-judgmental way as a mechanism for calming your mind. So you're focusing gently on, and it's often your breathing. A lot of people use breathing as the thing to focus on. I often count my breathing just to try and keep the brain focused in, and thoughts will pop in. They will, the analogy I really use is like they will arrive like trains at the station. You don't have to get on the train and disappear off with the thought. You can gradually train yourself to just watch the thought train arriving and say, hi there, and then just let it leave the station again. So it takes quite a lot of practice and quite a lot of work, but I'd say for me personally, it's been incredibly, incredibly useful. My brain is fantastic at filling any seconds of spare time with stuff, to-do lists, thoughts, anxious thoughts, unhelpful thoughts. So learning meditation as a way of managing that and having it as a bit of a training program, maybe due to my job, that's an analogy that works quite well, but training my brain. And like any sport training, running training, you start small and you gradually build. So I would maybe set a little challenge to you, just 1 minute a day. We can always find 1 minute of sitting somewhere, ideally a little bit quiet, with a little bit fewer distractions. So for me, it's often our spare room, or when I'm away, sometimes even just in the bathroom. Lock the door, and just having 1 minute of trying to focus on your breathing, or how it feels for your bum to be sat on the chair, or how it feels for your feet to be in touch with the floor. And when, and they will, those thoughts start arriving, just think about them like a train or like a river, just floating on by, a leaf on the river, floating on by, a train going through the station, kind of acknowledging and going, hi thought, not really interested in engaging with you right now. So a few little resources if you're interested in meditation getting started. This is the book that got me going on it a few years ago, and it resonated with me because he kind of, as you can tell from the title, The Inner Gym. It's a 30-day program, but it's a 30-day program to get you into a regular meditation habit. So it worked quite well for me because it sort of treats it like a gradually building training program, very, very much like I would do with a runner. So that worked really well. Light Watkins is worth a listen. He's got very good social media channels, and there's a number of apps out there. So if you are when I was starting, I found listening to guided meditations much easier. Somebody's there just talking occasionally, reminding you to bring yourself back to the breath, talking you through what you're doing. So there's just a little bit of something else to focus on, which can be really, really helpful. So things like Headspace, Calm, and Insight Timer are 3 very good apps that I've used over the years for just kind of building up a little bit of meditation practice. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know, if it's something that you've given a go, if it's something you've tried and felt you weren't any good at. Lots of people give it a go and go, oh my goodness, this is dreadful, what is my brain doing? But I promise you, like training, with effort and getting into the habit of it, you will really reap the rewards. Happy running.